Anthony Budo, Journey Evolution, and in this video, we are going to take a look at the quote, "Never make someone a priority when all you are to them is an option." So are you ready? Let's go. All right, let's jump right into this one. I want to start out by asking you, are you constantly devoting all of your time to someone? Do you receive the same amount of attention from others as you give them? Do you stop whatever it is you're doing to focus on your partner, yet they are not available when you need them? I want you to take some time and examine your current friendships and your current relationships. Determine if your commitment to them far exceeds the effort or lack of given back to you by them. This quote can be a little hard to swallow, especially if you are someone who has caught themselves in a relationship where you gave everything you had, and yet the other person kind of fell short. And honestly, you were just not as much of a priority to them as they were to you. So take a second and think about that. Think about your current relationships, or maybe even the past relationships that you've had. I experienced a number of relationships where this held true. I committed 100% of myself, but unfortunately, I didn't necessarily receive 100% commitment in return. Now, it's important to point out that it's not about keeping score. It's about recognizing and honoring your own value, your own self-worth as being equal to anyone else. If you feel underappreciated for all that you are and all that you give, then maybe it's time that you reevaluate the relationship. I think there are far too many people, including myself, who have underestimated their value in one or more instances of their life, which cause them to constantly give their time, attention, love, and devotion to someone that clearly didn't appreciate it or deserve it. If you've read my story, that you know that I've spent a long time in relationships that were just like that. Now, I clearly didn't take the time to evaluate the situation early on, and I allowed myself to endure that for an extended period of time. And I allowed my unhappiness to continue. However, I was able to learn from those experiences and become a stronger person for it. Now, I don't want to give the impression that you should never fully commit to anyone. It's not about that. That's not the message at all. It's about keeping in mind that you are equally important and deserve just as much as you are willing to give. Relationships are not a 50-50 split. It's 100% equal for both sides. So if you are willing to give 100% and your partner is not, then it's time to honor your value and move on. So take some time now and think about that and leave me a comment and let me know. Have you experienced that in the past? Maybe you gave all that you had. The person you were with really didn't do the same. And like I mentioned before, it's not about keeping score. It's just about recognizing that you are just as valuable as anyone else, that your time and your worth and your effort and all of that is just as important. Tell me about an experience where you made someone a priority and you were just merely an option in their eyes. And how long did it take for you to realize that? Are you still in that situation right now? And if so, how can you begin to shift that to recognize your own self-worth, your own value, and be able to end that relationship and move on and find someone that will truly appreciate you? So leave me a comment and let me know. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. Together we can become stronger individuals. Educate, engage, evolve, and I will see you soon.